Okay. Viską turim išskyrus pasų.
Hello.
Hello.
Jo, aš galvoju, kaip mano nervų sistema, kiek dar aš jas spardysiu.
Hello. Hi, I'm Lucas. Nice to meet you. Hi, how are you?
How are you? Good. Sure. Короче, klausiu, sakau, turit bokso klubų šitą? Ne, sako, aš nesiboksuoju, aš labiau pasitikim ginklais negu kumščiais. Žvengia iš mūsų, girdi, sako, turnelį.
No.
Yes.
She doesn't expect to be shot.
Okay. Perfect. Yeah, I know.
The level of the danger was not that the same that it is today. And I remember I worked with ZDF from Germany, and CNN, BBC News. In 2004, after the departure of Aristide.
Yeah.
So, and when he was overflown by the rebels, Guy Philippe.
Yeah.
And the situation was tough, but not at this stage. I never see a situation
Escalated so bad. Yeah.
escalated so bad here. Never, never, never.
Rojaus kampelis. Tiesiog. Mūsų tankas.
It can go any which way. It can go any which way. It can continue to degrade even with the arrival of the mission, the Kenyan-led mission, or we can find an understanding among ourselves to go a different path towards peace and reconciliation, but we will not get peace until we have transformation of the economy, transformation of society. We can start a path towards that. Those kind of transformations, they happen in two ways, either through a disaster that brings up a leadership that is conscious enough, that says, okay, this is enough, we're gonna change things here, you know? So 1 million people die, you know, and then, you know, there's a consciousness that comes up that we can't continue on this path, let's get our stuff together. Or there is an incremental transformation brought about also by conscious people, you know, that say, you know, this is not good. let's see what we can do to change this situation. And then you don't have this violent path towards transformation. We have chosen nonviolence as our way of working, and we're going to stick to it because we've had 225 years of violence so far. It has not worked. So let's not keep on continuing on doing the same thing and think we're going to have different results, right? So let's try something else. That's what we're trying to do. In general, what happens here is that people think that the problem is there's no electricity, there's no work, there's no jobs, there's no sanitation and all that. Yes, those are problems. But the real issue is relationships. The real fundamental core issue is relationships. If I don't care for the other person, that person is dying of hunger. Not my problem. I'm making money. If there's 7 million that are dying of hunger, who cares? If she's dying of hunger, I don't care less.
The people here are not living comfortably. The main goal, the main thing that they want is to move from here to go to another place that is safer, a place where they would feel more at ease, and especially on the countryside. Most of them have a house or family in the countryside that can, that can host them. But the problem is some of the roads are blocked by the gangs, so they are trapped, kind of entrapped here.
Ką gaila ir ką tu padarysi? Aš jau per šitą esu praėjęs. Žinai, kai gaila, tada galvoju duoti kažką. Ir tada žinai, o kas rytoj? O kas poryt? O kas už poryt? Viską atiduosiu, ką turiu. Kiek jam čia užteks? Keliem iš jų užteks. Čia patys turi suktis, žinai, ir galvoti, kaip išlipti. Čia yra sudėtingi procesai.
Hi, Jurgis, how are you?
Yes. Hello, I'm good. Good, how are you?
Yes, good, thank you. Sorry, maybe I mispronounced your name.
No. It's all correct. Jurgis.
If you want, to have some images of the patients, of the hospital overall, etc. When we arrive, we will just need to ask the patients for their consent,
Sure.
Explaining who you are, what you're doing, etc.
Sure.
And if they disagree, then to find a way to not show them.
The angle that I'm usually running is the civil war, war zones, international conflict.
MSF has been working here for, I think, 30 years. The population at large is extremely vulnerable and living in very precarious conditions. So these are people who, for different reasons, are blocked physically. It's too dangerous for them to try to cross into different areas of the city to come to the hospital. They're people that are living in extreme poverty. These are neglected parts of Port-au-Prince that have been like this for decades, in fact. This isn't really new in Haiti's history, unfortunately. There's always risk and danger, but it's also in the way in which we maintain relationships and ensure that our mission and what we try to do for the people is understood by all of the different groups. So that's what we place so much emphasis on our acceptance within the community and making sure that our values and how we do the work that we do is understood. And once that's clear, I feel safer wearing this vest than I would wearing a bulletproof vest. So these are people that have been, unfortunately, living through a lot of tumult, chaos, violence for years. These are neglected parts of Port-au-Prince that have been historically marginalized or neglected for a long time. And so these are people who are just simply trying to live their lives by having a job and going to work, making sure their kids can go to school, live in relative peace and not have to worry about what will happen when I take a top, the little commuting vehicles that people ride in to go to different parts of the city, not have to worry about being kidnapped or a victim of violence. So they're people who are just trying to really get by, I would say, and still managing to do that. Yeah. I would hope that the international media can also start to frame Haiti as a humanitarian crisis and not purely as an issue related to violence and security. I think that if the narrative around Haiti starts to focus more on a humanitarian corridor and ensuring that people still have access to healthcare, that would be a great step forward.
Žinai, su kiekviena kelionė, žinai, skausmas bunka. Su kiekviena kelionė skausmas bunka kaip turbūt operuojančiam chirurgui. Žinai, jeigu tu paklaustum chirurgą, ar tau negaila šito žmogaus. Taip gaila, kad jisai jų operuoja per dieną 10, 15. Tai čia toksai sunkus kelias ir kas įdomiausia, ko tau gaila? Tau gaila ko? Tau gaila to, kas labiausiai kenčia ir kas kažko neteko. Ne? Ir aišku gaila vaikų, kurie netekę tėvų. Bet vaikai greit prisitaiko. Kas yra liūdnas ir pas ką yra skausmo pilnos akis, tai pas suaugusius. Suaugę, kurie supranta, kas atsitiko jiems, kas atsitiko jų vaikams, kas atsitiko jų šaliai, kas bus su jų vaikais. Ir jie žino, kas bus su jų vaikais. Jų vaikai užaugs vagys, plėšikai, gaujų nariai arba žmogžudžiai blogiausiu atveju.
Haiti has been paralyzed by weeks of violence that has seen whole districts burnt to the ground, tens of thousands of people displaced from their homes, while murder, rape, and gun battles are a daily occurrence. The gangs are to blame for much of that. But Barbecue is a Robin Hood-type figure in Haiti who provides food to the poorest in a country where many are starving. And that is in part why he's emerged as the face of the resistance.
Et nous répétons encore, nous c'est grand Timoun, yo tiré sur nous, nous comme ça pour nous faire. Merci.
As I went down in the river to pray, studying about that good old way, and who shall wear the starry crown, good Lord, show me the way.
Vietom apsikeist.